Benvenuti a questo nuovo episodio da Giulia La Guardia. Se trovate il contenuto utile o interessante, vi invitiamo a iscrivervi al canale, lasciare un like e condividere il video. Il vostro supporto è fondamentale per continuare a crescere e offrire contenuti di qualità. Non esitate a lasciare un commento, ci fa piacere conoscere la vostra opinione. In grafica è il riepilogo della carriera del nostro giocatore.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP? When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Ulrich, this is Kevin Harlan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Drew Holiday.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So the Nets starting five. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Grant in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, White is out there with Houdini. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Cornette in at the center position. Here at the end of the season in our sights now, Stan, how much of a toll does a regular season take on the coach?
Well, Kevin, the big thing is you just don't sleep a lot because you're running on adrenaline and your mind is always going, looking for more and more answers, so it can be exhausting mentally.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. And these home games have been very important to MP this season. He wants his squad to be seen as one of the toughest and most reliable home teams in the NBA.
Yeah, MP has made his desire for home wins known, but your actions have to match your words, and they haven't been the home court powerhouse they wanted to be, or that these fans deserve.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Grant the pass to Claxton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Dennis Schroeder, along for 1.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Grant. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. Beyond the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Tatum, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Thomas kicks it over to Schroeder to the paint. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Hauser the pass to White. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently. The shooting guards averaging the most steals per game for the past month. Derek White is second.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Jrue Holiday. Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Here's Claxton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Claxton. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Now here's Thomas after the miss from Houdini. Wasted no time on that one.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Houdini. Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Thomas. Schroeder outside. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Houdini. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White. Stan on the floor tonight. One of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure.
Take it away!
Some changes here for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Tillman.
All right.
Jason Tatum comes in for Al Horford. And Houdini subbed in for Lonnie Walker. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. We've got White. Houdini is out there with Holiday. Then it's Tatum, and it's Cornett in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Boston 5. It's stolen by Schroeder. Pass to Grant. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Down by 12. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
That one falls. Schroeder's got 8 points. Boston shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Schroeder. Thomas against Holiday. Lock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Watford's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still in.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Here's Schroeder. Claxton trying to free himself up. And it's Schroeder missing. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. And another basket for Boston.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Grant on the wing. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Watford. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. And it's Schroeder missing. Boston's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Tatum. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Houdini. Misses off the left iron. What a performance for Bojan Bogdanovic. He has been the story for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Brooklyn Nets.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
When I look at the Nets, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Bojan Bogdanovic with a strong contribution so far in this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Setting the floor for the Nets. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Watford out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Grant in at the small forward. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Schroeder passes to Watford. It's Thomas on the wing. Light covering, pass to Watford. This one for three. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Watford's got 9.
Yeah, look, that's a good find by the veteran. Grant keeping everyone involved.
Here's Houdini. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Fires the three. And Boston with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's White. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 10.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Schroeder kicks to Thomas. Back to Schroeder. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Schroeder's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Houdini passes to Hauser. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's White. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Nobody near Schroeder, and it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 14. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way!
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here are the teams that have been on fire from the three-point line ever since the All-Star break. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's the three. Missed number 7 from the field. He's also made 7. Pass to Tatum. To the inside. Here's Houdini. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thomas passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Cornette. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Schroeder. And that one's good.
difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Here's Watford. No good on the 3.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Nets leading by 9. Schroeder dishes to Grant. Thomas against White. Grant, and he lays it straight in. Grant's got 10.
And getting points inside important for Grant. Allows him to get a little bit of extra room on the perimeter when he needs it.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. He's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Trendon Watford. Bogdanovich is checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Hayes subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Tillman. Tatum comes in for Al Horford. And Houdini subbed in for Walker. Holiday left side. To the paint. Here's Houdini. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Tatum out there with White. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Houdini. And it's Cornett in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Celtics trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, look, they've done a great job getting the ball to Holiday. He's had the hot hand tonight. I keep looking for him.
Grant up top. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside Thomas. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Trendon Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. It's up a 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And that one's good. Houdini.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets leading by 9. Oh, Claxton in position. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Down low, it's stolen by Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, here's Houdini. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Schroeder hits them both. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year it seems like. The MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For three. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Tatum to the inside. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is get down to 9 in the bucket from Houdini. 19 points for Houdini. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Thomas. To Schroeder, fires from deep. It's hauled in by Cornette.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the paint, here's Houdini. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And for the Nets, they're shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Grant on the wing. Pass to Watford. By Watford, down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas, no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Schroeder outside. Claxton finds Thomas. Schroeder outside.
Boston foul, number 70, first personal foul, 5th team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, Dennis.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you one shoe deal. I got you 6.
Yeah, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay, and they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden. Bruh. Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. This is the kind of thing that we dreamed about back in Plainview, man.
And this is just the start. okay? Look at the names on the spreadsheet. These are all the companies you can work with if you keep going the way you're going.
Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
this
no
is
doubt.
major, man.
No doubt.
All right.
Se il video ti è piaciuto o ti ha incuriosito, iscriviti al canale per non perdere i prossimi contenuti. Un like e un commento sono il miglior modo per supportare il lavoro che c'è dietro ogni episodio. Grazie ancora per il tuo tempo. Ci vediamo al prossimo episodio.